This today is Monday, a brand new Monday, brand new week is upon us, and market's kind of ripping a little bit. I've only looked a little bit at the market. I haven't had a time to sit down and trade. I've been trying to trade every day around 6:45 if I have the opportunity to, but no up there this morning. For me, I didn't have time. But market's kind of ripping still, bringing its rips over from last week. But the question really is that like, okay, so markets are up more than 20% over the course of I think the month or so, um, perhaps over the course of the year. But the question really is can can the market support another bull run after its bull run that ended with really sort of ended, I guess, at the end of like 2021. Um, I wonder if the market can actually support this because I don't think that enough positions have been deleveraged over time. So we'll see if this is something that can actually continue. Right now, the ES, which is the new contract today, by the way, ESU, um, the ESM is still active, but I was prompted as I logged in to roll over to the new contracts. But the ESU is struggling right now to get above the volume weighted average price. It is up on the day about $4.50, so just slightly up on the day for the ESU. We're going to be trading in Apex only today. We do have one Apex account that's up $596 and another brand new Apex account that rebuilt. So you can see how many attempts we've taken here at the VWAP that's actually failed several times, starting here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts at VWAP. 6 if you count this whole section. That's on the 10-second chart. 20-second chart. Not looking a whole lot better, but same thing. Same attempts at VWAP. It's really kind of rejecting along the 200 moving average as well, which is in the same neck of the woods. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart. So we've been sort of rejecting this since the open. Here we are about 15 minutes before the open was when we actually got above it. And sort of got this sell-off now. Technically, market's still green on, well, ES is still green on the day. Up a couple of bucks, about $4. I think that we're going to need to see a 1-minute crossover for this to really play out, since a lot of the rejections have been happening along this along the VWAP, along like 43.57 area. I look for a scalp off of red yellow on the 1-minute chart, which looks like it could be inbound. I'm gonna start with a smaller trade though. Go for like 2 contracts. I was gonna say they look like a nice little pop. There's a flash of yellow. I'm gonna try to get take a trade here off 43. Sorry, 43.53. I'd adjust my DOM. One tick below my sell order. I think I'll take the trade off here.
Order filled.
It's like a little 2-ticker. Looks like it'll pop, but could have pulled 4 ticks on that. I tried for a swing of 5, but no hit. I'm gonna reduce down to 3, so I'll go for like a 3 and 3. Still a ways off from this actually switching to bullish. What's oil doing? Oil's in the same boat. Except for oil is significantly below the VWAP, so when this crosses, we may get a nice trend reversal on oil. Oil's down pretty heavily on the day, 66.92 from last week where it was riding along 73. So that's actually pretty far down. Oil's down over 4% today. Oil, I'm just going to throw an alert up. And I think I wanted this at like 67.05. Yeah, about there. All right. So glad I pulled that little trade off. We only made like 44 bucks on it, but you know, green is good. But it did pull back some. Found support here along 43.52 though. So there is some room to get like 5 and 6 ticks. But it's very tight. Making another attempt now on the 10-second chart. The 200 moving average has dropped quite a bit below the VWAP though, which is good. It may give us an actual op for a real trend reversal, which I think might happen here sometime in the next few minutes. I'm gonna wait to take a trade here because I want this to because right now we're so close to the 200 moving average, and you can see it rejected right there. So TTM stacking up nicely. I think that we're going to pop up through this. Alert just went off on oil, so oil probably is switching. Yep. It's a nice little pop on oil. 66.98 up to 67.10. So oil is looking for a trend reversal. 9's above 12 and 26. 35 is also getting above the moving average there, the 50. So I was gonna look for a pullback, but it just sort of ripped without pulling back. Oil and ES are in almost the exact same position right now, where they're both have a crossover inbound, both have rejection opportunity inbound, or available, I should say, and both are trying to break out. Oil's looking like a stronger breakout. I'm just watching it. There was some good trade-offs here and here, but I'm just watching it because we're below that 200. By the way, I hope y'all had an amazing weekend. Just a bounce or break point. I think oil is going to be a break point. Yeah. Ugh. I agree with you, Pawn, on the 9. I think oil's looking pretty nice for an actual breakout. I'm going to wait for it to pull back to like probably this 200 moving average or right at the 9. I'm going to join the bid here.
Order filled.
In at 22, trying to get out at 27, going for 5 ticks, 3 contracts on oil. Rejected off 24 for a brief moment. Ooh, there it is.
Order filled.
All right, cool. Wow, big rip. Ripped all the way up to 33. I got it at 27. We're up 184-ish. Now oil's probably going to pull back to about this 9, but oil looks like a long breakout here. We are still below the VWAP though, so I'm going to be mindful of 67.50. Let's peep back in on the ES. ES did pull up to the VWAP and again is rejecting off of it. It's had a lot of VWAP rejections, but I think that this one is going to be the actual trend reversal. I say that because on all the charts, the 200 moving average and the 50 moving average are on approach. The 1 minute is probably the chart that looks the worst, but it's also not too bad. I think that I genuinely think the markets are kind of frothy, honestly. I see that's bullish and all that, but I seriously question how much leverage is still out there, and how that will actually affect the overall this new bull run that seems like we're on approach to creating. There's a 9 or a 50-12. Oh my gosh. A 5200 crossover, very close inbound. Now this might rip up and then pull back heavily, so I'm gonna wait. Seems to be my theme of the day. I'm gonna wait. I don't want to wait too much, but I also don't. I'm trying to get in on this correctly. So this might pull back to about 55. I'll join the bid here. Trying to get in at 55.50.
Order filled.
In 3 contracts at 55.50 on the ES. I'm gonna try to get at 56.50 on 4 ticks.
Order filled.
There you go. There's 4 ticks there. Excuse me. Up 325 on the day. In my own personal opinion, this is exactly what I've been trying to do, is take this, the rip before the crossover, and then after the crossover happens, there's a really consistent pattern where it'll actually pull back to around the EMA 35 or even the 50 or the 200. And so this is really the entry, and then a pop off that. So yes, starting to rip. 9 is now getting above the VWAP. Just gonna try to join the bid on that little pullback. I wanted to pull back to about the VWAP. Yeah, right there is fine.
Order
In
filled.
356 and a quarter. Trying to get out at 57. Ooh, they dropped down. Pull back up some. All right, back on break even on this trade.
Order filled.
All right, we got that one. We're up for 28.48 on the day on this account. At this point, I think I'm going to switch accounts and keep that 400 and so inside of that that Apex account. That account is now back up over $1,000, and I was actually down like $2,200 in that account, I think it was, and I've turned it back around and been able to bring that account back to positive, and now that account is up over $1,000. So spent a lot of time on that, a lot of risk management. Same. This is actually what you're describing right there. That's exactly what helped me turn around last week, because last week we had a great day on Monday. Tuesday we had an amazing day, but I killed my profits by overtrading. Wednesday also had an amazing day, killed my profits by overtrading. Wednesday I actually ended up going red like $742. Or maybe that was Tuesday. But either way, like, killed all my profits from overtrading on those days. And so after that, we took the break from the stream on Thursday and Friday, just really minimize the amount of trades. That helped sort of reconnect myself with the proper mindset to be able to take, hey, it's sometimes better to take less trades and with more profit, or just even more consistent profit. What's up, ZZ? Good to see you, homie. ES rejecting the VWAP yet again. Let's check in on oil. So 67.50, that's that line in the sand that I already spoke about on oil. You can see it's finding resistance right there. Man, oil would have been an amazing move. Look at this. Like, we took this area here. Oh, on the other account. That's why I'm like, where's my trade? Where is that trade? Well, it happened somewhere on oil. I thought it was right here. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Right there. But yeah, this whole section here, this would have been an amazing trade. So this account is 1/3 of the way done. Let's switch to the other 50K. I think oil is just going to run up here towards VWAP. VWAP's up there at 62. Let's check oil on the 20. We have a 20-second crossover on approach. So big opportunity showing up in oil here. Looking for the pullback zone. Thinking down to 67.50 area. I'll set 3 contracts on at 67.50.
Order filled.
All right. There's 3 at 50, or was it? Did it only buy 2?
Order filled.
Yeah, it only bought 2. Okay, and then I'll cut this other one. So it only purchased 2 of the 3 contracts. But nice little scalp to start the new account at, 93 bucks. Would have been nicer if all three filled, but hey. Oil looks like it's about to rip nicely. Or top of the range for short. Oil's a breakout or the top of the range for the shorts. Oh no, dude. I think oil's a breakout. You got this moving average crossover inbound. I think this 6750 is sort of the line in the sand. And I think that this area here is likely going to be a breakout right after this pullback. I'm going to buy up that pullback. No, I'm not, because it's not going to let me. I wasn't fast enough. You got a hammer candle showing on the 20. Green hammer. Oh. I think it's going to rip up to the VWAP, which is up there at 80. I'm hesitant to buy though, just because I'm not seeing any pullbacks. I wanted to grab this one, but just gonna miss it. Actually, this one here. Trying to focus on my entries. I'll put a standing order here at 63. With a move up to 73. I'll move my order to 65. Nothing. So watch out for resistance at 67.93 there, the 200 moving average on oil. Well, the 1 minute, this is actually only the we had breakout 1, breakout 2, breakout 3. So this would be breakout 4. So I expect actually some pullback here. A little bit of sell-off would be actually kind of nice, especially if we pulled back down to 67.50s and just sort of hung that area for a few minutes would be useful. What's the ES doing? Being sketchy as always. Just hanging, I guess. I'm looking for the right up. You got the crosshair 3. Which cross do you have, Tiny? Upward, downward, and what moving average? Another VWAP test on ES. ES is, I actually think this will actually do it because you got the TTM showing up here on the 20-second chart. Did the 20 ever get that breakout? No, never did. So yeah, so I think this will actually show up here. I'm gonna wait till this full breakout happens, which is about 50-ish cents away. I don't want to get caught in one of those traps. What are them there? Bull traps. There's a 52 on the 10. I'm deliberately watching the 20 though, because it's a really good predictor of the 1 minute chart. It's a really good predictor of these longer term breakouts. Yeah, currently about 40 cents away from the cross. Oil's hanging up there by the 80s now. Today definitely seems like a day to go long, but there is a few short ops that I've seen. But it does seem more bullish on the day. This is breaking out before the cross. Okay, pull back now. That's actually what we want to see. Let's pull back to 55.75 area. Join the bid here. Wait, what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Maybe it's for the best. It is for the best. That would have been an anticipation trade anyway, and it did pull back. 35 is above the 50. I'm pretty confident that this breakout's going to happen, but it's a matter of when. We're super close on the crossover. I'm grateful that it didn't respond to me joining the bid, although I think that we might just rip heavily off of the year, but we could also just get a contract dump right here. This is an area that they like to contract dump right where it's about to cross over, because they'll see a bunch of buy volume come in. About 8 cents away from the actual crossover happening. And it's looking a little sketchy. Nice short op off VWAP though. But y'all know I mostly trade long. Shorts are really rare for me. I do take them every now and then, but crossover is 5 cents away. And there is just as much opportunity for a contract dump here as there is for a rip. They went with the contract dump. There it is. Was that a... I don't know if I would call it that. I'd have to look at a longer term chart. Nah, I wouldn't really call it that because there's not like a huge amount of contracts there. It's pretty average volume. Just looking for my next trade. On oil too. We'll take a look at that. Ah, 9/20. A classic. You trust in me, but they're not very trusting in general. What do we have this week? Dude, this track that I found is awesome. What track is this? And that city. Yeah, so today we just have the Fed budget. Whoopity do. Tomorrow we got CPI data though, so that's gonna change some stuff around. I'm gonna replay that track because it was just so nice. I was looking for more music like this to add to the playlist. It's actually pretty challenging to find for music that I could actually license and play on the stream. But it's sort of like that, like lo-fi chill hop with like a blend of Japanese influence and other Asian cultural influence. I love this sort of music. Like I listen to this on my off time. Another failed breakout attempt on the ES. We're here at the top of the hour, 8:07. I'm done trading an Apex contract or account 1. I'm on Apex account 2 of 93 in there. Account 1 was up over 400, and the account itself was up over 1,000. So that's looking nice on the other account. Okay, some stall out right here. I'm gonna switch to oil, see what's up here. So oil just kept on ripping and ripping and ripping. I should have just sat back. Just bought one contract right here. I think that'd be your whole trade day. This area right here may act as strong resistance on oil. You can see it's at the 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart. They're at 67.90s. I don't know. Everything's like too extended for me right now. Oil seems a little extended. Like it feels to me like it almost needs to pull back and consolidate here at like 67.50s. So it might still pop up over the 200 moving average, but I'd be hesitant to take a long here. VWAP on the 1 minute is there at 68.20s. ES still hovering in that 55 zone. I feel like if I take a trade right now, I'm just taking a boredom trade. Sometimes it's useful for me to say those things out loud. Because I started like looking for things in the chart. Like, that looks like that could be a long. I think that's gonna be a breakout. Just finding random things. So sometimes it's useful for me to just say, I think it would be a boredom trade, or just to verbalize some of these things. Sometimes helps me. EOS got a long way to go before this 5,200 cross in the 1 minute. We may get some more VWAP projections until that 200 moving average gets below the VWAP. It's sort of a flag. See it right along right there. But then we've got this flat thing going here. And this is beginning to ascend as well. Come on. I'm trying to get the lines thing back. Sometimes Trade of 8 Man just has this like just weird lag. Nice little pop there off 54. It's pretty sideways right now. Oil got that breakout coming up, testing VWAP now on the 1 minute. So it did pop. Just sitting on my hands somewhat right now. You talk to your trades. Sometimes I do too. I'm like, come on. You're one tick away. Just take one more tick. Up about 500 on the day in total. Just feel like I'm waiting. The waiting is the hardest part. Ten-second looking for a breakout on the ES. 20-second as well. There's the actual crossover. Okay. ES looking a little bit better. Crossover is brand new. There's a 9, 12, 26 cross. That pullback to 54 would have been a really great entry. Trying to get my chart how I like it. It's kind of hard because it only moves in like a little grid. Take a long here.
Order filled.
In at 55 and a quarter. Trying to get out of 56 in 3 contracts. Finding some resistance at 55.75. You can see us hit that several times.
Order filled.
There's 56. So we're out of that trade. So up 196.82 in account number 2. I think that this actually could potentially push up now. You can see we're sort of breaking out of this little wedge here, but still operating within it. There's the sign-on switch plus 9, 12, 26 cross on the 1 minute side. So our next line in the sand, I think, is going to be 57. So getting a trend reversal set up on the ES. We're gonna watch out for this resistance here at 57.50. Trying to buy that pullback.
Order filled.
All right, we are in 2 contracts on that pullback. We got my interest or my exit there at 57.50. We got in at 57 and a quarter. I don't really want my exit at 57.50. I'm gonna try to get out of 57. And I'm gonna switch to a shorter term chart. So we're only in 2 contracts, trading a little smaller just to get this account going.
Order filled.
So up 265.82 in account number 2. Looks like we might get a little 830 bull run. With that volume push that typically comes in at this time. Oh, I need a stretch, man. Oil finding resistance along 68. So that's good because that means the oil got some pullback. Yeah, there's the pullback on oil. So what I'd really be looking for here on oil is this 5200 cross on the 1 minute chart. Very specifically that 1 minute, because I think that's going to give us a longer term breakout. Let's just grab some lotion. My hands feel kind of dry. Eine Sekunde bitte. Oil pulling back to that EMA 35. I'm gonna jump back to the ES though, because I think this is actually putting in this trend reversal now. But oil is about to also put in that trend reversal, or at least it looks like it. As far as the actual crossovers here, I'm gonna delete these lines so they're not in the way. But as far as the actual crossover happening, that is about $2 away. 1 minute crossover, I should say. Oil found its support off 67.75. It looks like it's working on a little comeback now. Don't call it a comeback. Who was that? Was that NWA? Oh man, that's gonna bother me. I think it's Ice Cube that screams that. Could be wrong though. Silent switch on oil on 10-second chart. Definitely don't want 3 contracts. 9-12 cross. TTM squeeze cross. Missed it. I'll put a standing order at 98. Just I missed that rip right there.
Order filled.
All right. Filled 2 at 98. Trying to get out at 03.
Order filled.
There's 2 out at 03. That's quick. 359.14 on account number 2. Checking the oil 1. Oh wow, these are really close now. These are actually 13 cents away from crossover on the 1 minute side on oil. There's 30 seconds left in this 1 minute candle. Okay, I'm gonna watch the 20-second chart on oil here. I'm gonna keep it on 2 contracts though. I get that 2 and 5 is only $100, but I'm only trying to make 400 or 500 a day at the particular point in time. So bigger swings, bigger risks. I'm cool with $500 a day. Sounds good to me. One minute side getting a pullback on TTM on red. So I'm going to want to see a red yellow on the 1 minute chart on oil along with this crossover, which is now 12 cents away. I'll watch the 20-second chart for this. I'm gonna check in the 10 as well. So how y'all doing out there, by the way? Are you red? Are you green? Are you purple? Or are you anything else? Let us know in the commento. I do think that this breakout's going to happen. I don't think it's going to reject. Wow, big pop there. I was thinking 85 was a good entry point. It looks like it was. Okay, 9's about 12. All right, we're looking for this now. I'm gonna step up to 3 contracts for this. I'm gonna wait for that 9 to cross above the 35, I think. And I'm just gonna take it. Missed it. It sort of stalled there, and I was like, I think that's the entry, and then it just ripped. Big pullback now. My lights are kind of flickering. I don't know why. Hope I don't get like a power outage or something. $85 looks like a really good area of support for oil. A little zoomed in here. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit. I want to see this see this red to yellow move. We can check in on the ES, which is still consolidating. I think ES is going to have a nice break when it actually does happen. Back to oil. Just really kind of looking for that red-yellow move there. And this crossover. TTM's at 0.1. Timing feels like really important today. There's a nice rip there. I missed that.
Order filled.
Got filled at 94. I was trying to get filled at 92. Looking for an exit at 99 now. In 3 contracts.
Order filled.
Sold 2 of my 3. Put this other one just like right here, 95.
Order filled.
There, that's out. All right, up 459.12 on the day. Looks like this breakout is about to actually take place. See how far these are away on the 1 minute. They're about 8 cents. There's that red yellow move that I was mentioning. Super important for the breakout to actually take place. We got VWAP up here at 68.20 on oil. And ES. So ES finally broke above 57. So we can check in on that. ES also got a nice rip. A lot of contracts there, 3,400. We have room up here all the way to about 65, 43.65. I want to see a pullback to like the 200 moving average on the ES. One minute, I just want to see this crossover happen on the on oil. I agree, TZ. I think we're going up, not down. Ooh, that stretch kind of made me feel lightheaded. Red all around. I'm sorry to hear that, Tiny. Waiting to see if it gives up that 200 on a big contract dump. I'd be worried about that too, especially because it had such a challenge breaking through it. Which is one of the reasons why I think I'd be looking for the full cross to actually happen. Let's wait to see if oil gives up on the 200 EMA on a big dump, then get short of the 9 EMA and retest from that dump. That's your game plan. That's a good game plan. Yeah, oil struggling to pop out above that 68 marker. ES is sort of in a very similar pattern as oil today. ES is looking stronger on the breakout though, because we are above VWAP now. We're above the 200 now. We're above the 9, and we've got this crossover inbounds. I think ES does look a little bit stronger in terms of this actual breakout. ES popping above 60. Like I said, I think we have room up to 65 on the ES. The question really is how to ride the trade. I think a pullback to this 9 EMA here at like 58 and a quarter and a bounce off that would look really good. Which is kind of like what it did here when it pulled back to 57.75. So an entry off of 58 or so on the ES, I think, would be reasonable. So ES pulled back to 58.75 before popping up. So it did pull back on that candle, but not quite as low as I was hoping it would. Even though we're about to get the trend reversal, which feels to me very possible, I might walk away here on both accounts. Starting to get a little bit of brain fade, and feel a little tired. So I don't really want to. I don't really know that I want to risk my accounts any further. So well, actually looking more like a bullet flag now. Let's check it. I see it. This looks like it'll be a pretty decent sized rip. This pop here off of 83 up to 97 is 14 cents. That's a lot. I'm watching this on the 1 minute side. So on that bull flag pawn, there's also a TTM cyan switch very close as well. You can see it's at 0.1 on the yellow side. So it's basically flat. 9's above 12 as well. No 1226 cross. Yeah, I think it looks pretty solid.
Order filled.
Took 2 contracts at 93. And I'm trying to get out at 68. It's kind of pulling back a little bit. Trading off the 1 minute chart at the moment. I want to see this cyan switch happen. I'm preemptive on the 1226 cross, but I did grab the 5200. So I'm slightly preemptive on this. Intended exit is 2 contracts at 68. I have a new 1 minute here. Ended on a doji and new candle opening up on a doji at 67.95. Big pullback. 7 tick pullback. So I'm at 1-to-1 right now. I gotta cut that. Ooh.
Order filled.
Ah, man. Should have walked away when I said to. Count's still up 132, but that's our first loss of the day, I think. Big L on that one. Rejected the crossover there and the cyan. Yes, just like slow to a crawl. Oil straight rejected that that crossover. I think your initial plan pawn was correct. The rejection off the 9 area. Man, that's too bad. Oh well. Maybe I was a little preemptive on it. He is putting in a ton of dojis on the 20-second chart and a few on the 1. Oil pulling back up some. I don't trust it though. It's not looking good. I'm gonna watch the 20-second chart on it. 35 is below the 50 though, so. Right on, dude. I'm glad you did. We do have quite a few people chilling, so if y'all chilling, hanging out, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. We've only taken one loss today. It was unfortunately a little bit larger one, $320 loss. For statistic count, green at 132.44, and the other one I'm not touching. That one is green 428. So I guess this account was at one point like 459, I think. Yeah, it was like 459 after the fees. So should have walked away on that one too. I should have walked away. I should have walked away. It seems like everything just got like super slow. You guys have $12 on the day. Okay, so that actually turned into a U-shaped pattern. And now it's ripping on there. Trying to take 2 contracts here, but not getting a fill. I'll close that. Jump to the 20-second chart. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. Try and get the pullback entry. No fill again. We have a 10-second crossover inbound. These are really useful. You want to get a rejection off of 68 for a second? All right, this looks like it's actually setting up quite nicely. Let's see this pull back to the EMA 35 at like 67.92, maybe 67.95 area. We only got a 9 EMA pullback at the moment. Still declining on TTM, but so there's a pullback to 68.02 and a pull up to 68.07. Wait for 68. This could be a quick liquidity grab for the next dump. Nice job, ZZ. Good job getting green. This is no small feat. I want to see this pull back to like 67.95 or like 98. So I really do want to see this pull back a couple of cents. Preferably, I actually want to see the TTM go red here on the 10-second chart and then back to yellow. It'd be ideal for finding the proper, like, a better entry point, I would say. TTM is basically flat at the moment. There we go. Now I'm just going to wait for red to yellow. Although this entry here is tempting. I'm going to take it.
Order
In
filled.
3 at 98. Looking for an exit at 68.05. I want to see this red to yellow happen though. Oof. Let's pull back to 93. Sketchy area. It's a yellow candle. That's what we want to see. I think 68.05 is a really good, reasonable entry or exit point. I don't think that we necessarily need to adjust that. These hit 04 a bunch of times, and then this one peaked over here 07 a bunch of times. But I do got to keep a really close eye on this. So we're down 90, like between 90 and 120, but we're going for 210 in profit before fees. After this trade, I'm done. I definitely could have got a better entry on this. Our entry is at 98. Could have got in around 95, 93. 95 was the initial entry point that I wanted to get, but I felt like I think I felt FOMO from the initial big run. And so I think I might have chased the entry a little bit. Gonna need to see this 9 get above 12 now. Now at 1-to-1. Kind of worried about a liquidity dump here. Yeah, I went past it. I'm out. I'm actually holding the exit button right now. So if I let it go, it'll exit. I gotta cut that.
Order filled.
That's too bad. Took a green day, overtraded, turned it into a red day. So them's the breaks. That's too bad too, because I actually think that this is going to go up. So this was the crossover there. I think I would be trading on tilt if I continue to trade in the account. Trailing max is at 1787 because I did pull the account up almost $500. Should have just looked at the longer term chart to see that this had room down to 85. But truthfully, when I mentioned that I was starting to get some brain fade at around 825 or so, I should have walked away. And I think that I stuck around because I could see some of the bullish moves inbound, but I didn't trade them very well. I'm going to join the bid here.
Order filled.
Off of 91. I'm going to look for another test here just because we've had this pullback now. We found support off the 50 EMA on the 1 minute chart. I think that we have room up to 68. I'm trying to get out at 98. Really? Wow. So I went to 95. Maybe I'm taking too large of swings. Like going for too much range. There's a lot of buy showing up there. This ended at 95. We were trying to get to 98. I still think we'll get there. We got TTM showing up, 9 and 12 showing up on cross on 22nd chart. 68.05 really would be kind of the ideal still. I might keep it on 98 though, just to hopefully get out with the profit that we're after. Again, that went to 96, so $67.95 is just acting as too strong of resistance. I reduced my order down to 95, which would be 4 ticks with 3 contracts. It's $120. It's not like terrible, but But you can see we had one, two, three, four ops to get out there at 95. I'm a little indecisive. I've noticed since mentioning that I had that brain fog showing up. My head definitely has a little bit of a cloudy with a chance of meatballs kind of situation going on. Yeah, getting a 1 minute red candle on CTM. It should have broke out here. This is turning into an ABCD pattern. A, B, C. So I guess we just need to wait for the D part of the move. Or I could cut it and just walk and take the L. I think cutting it feels safer to me, honestly, even though I do think this will turn around. There's 20 seconds left in this candle. It's riding along the EMA 50. I'll give it the 20 seconds or so. We can end on a doji or better. I'd want to see the next candle immediately turn into yellow, though. It says 0.5. 9 is below the 35. 35 is on approach. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this. It doesn't look worth keeping. I'll cut it there.
Order filled.
Waited a few extra seconds and cost me another 90 bucks. I'm done. Turned a $500 win into a $500 loss on account number 2. So it is what it is. Should have walked away when I said that I was going to walk away. And so there we have it. So yeah, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow here, 7:30 Pacific. It's an ABCD to the downside to watch out for. I saw the ABCD there. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down though. Keeping 430 up in one of my accounts. Putting this account down 517 though, from being up 493, I think, was the top of the peak of the day. So yeah, definitely gonna walk away on that. See y'all tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time, and we do this every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday right now. So much love and appreciation, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.